Brought to you by Gamezy. Win up to rupees 5 crores every day. Download the app now.
It's a big game in the IPL tonight. The Delhi Capitals take on the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Both teams desperately need a win because they need to be part of the mid-table muddle to have a chance of qualifying for the playoffs. Delhi Capitals lost their last game. After a victory in the game before that, Sunrisers Hyderabad have lost 2 on the bounce. And they were looking so good after that 5-game winning streak. But now it has ended and they have lost 2 in a row. So a very important game. Let's get right into it. Let's talk about the budget buys first. Both sides have quite a few options available in terms of your budget buys. If you look at players like Lalit Yadav, even though I'm not too sure whether he's in the best of form, has scored a few runs, but his bowling has sort of waned away in the past couple of games. So maybe you can have him in the side. Then there's Akshar Patel, who will bowl his 4 overs for sure because he always does. And apart from that, he's been batting low down the order. We have seen Delhi's batsmen get starts but not being able to convert them, and at the end of the day, always the game comes down to Akshar Patel and players like Rahman Pal to try and finish it off. So I feel Akshar Patel is a good buy. And apart from these two, apart from Lalit Yadav, Akshar Patel, there's Kuldeep Yadav. The 4 games that Delhi have won this season, he has been the man of the match. So make sure if you're counting on Delhi to win this, maybe Kuldeep will shine again for them. So Kuldeep Yadav, a must pick. And then you can also look at somebody like a Chetan Sakaria, who went for a few runs in the last game, but was very impressive in that first game. And maybe they won't make any changes to their 11 because I hardly see any changes being made unless and until Khalil Ahmed is fit again. If that happens, he'll replace Chetan Sakaria. Otherwise, it's the same side for Delhi Capitals most probably. Sunrisers Hyderabad. Again, Abhishek Sharma, top form, and you have to have him in your side because he's been scoring runs at the top of the order. There's Umran Malik, who has been very impressive again. Last couple of games though, he has gone for a few runs. In fact, in the last game, he went for around 12 runs and over. 48 runs he gave away from his 4 overs. So yes, at times he goes for runs, but we know he's a big wicket taker and maybe you can have him in your side. Natarajan again, always among the wickets, bowls at the death, crucial overs. But the problem with him in the last couple of games, similar to what Umran Malik has gone through, is that he has also given away quite a few runs. So maybe, just maybe, you can have both if you are punting on Sunrisers Hyderabad winning it. But Natarajan, for the fact that he will bowl at the death and always is among the wickets. So Natarajan is a good choice. And then this game, because Washington Sundar again has injured the hand, his bowling hand, the right hand. And I'm not sure whether he's going to play this game because he did not bowl any overs in the last one. So I expect maybe Jagdisha Suchit comes back in, and if that happens, he can also be one of your picks. So those were the budget buys from these two sides. Overseas options. Well, I don't see any changes among the overseas personnel for both these sides. Delhi Capitals will play. We know David Warner will be playing, Mitchell Marsh will be there, Rahman Pal, and then Mustafizur is also there. So these 4 will most likely play. For Sunrisers Hyderabad, we know Kane Williamson will play, we know Aiden Markram will play, we know Nicholas Pooran will play. And even though Marco Jansen has given a few runs, I don't think they'll change the combination, especially because the last game that Sunrisers won, he was the man of the match. After that, they've lost 2 and he has not been, bowling that well. But maybe he'll make a comeback this game. So those 4 for the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Captaincy choices. For Delhi Capitals, 3 players I'm looking at. David Warner is one of them. Always I talk about that he has always been among the ranks. So I feel David Warner is one of them who can be your captain. Then I have picked 2 bowlers who can be your punts in terms of captaincy choices. Mustafizur Rahman bowls in the final overs, has taken 3 wickets in one game. Even the last game he went for a few runs. But we know that Mustafizur will always bowl at the death, may get a few wickets. So Mustafizur is there. And then Kuldeep Yadav. Every time they have won, Delhi have won, he has taken either 3 or 4 wickets. So big match player for them in terms of the victories at least. So Kuldeep Yadav is another good punt. Sunrisers Hyderabad. Abhishek Sharma for sure because has scored 50s. Been playing well, even though he hasn't bowled at all. The fact that his batting form has been so impressive, again a great pick. Rahul Tripathi hasn't fired in the last 2-3 games, but we know what he can do, the kind of damage he can do. Last game he went for I think he got out first ball duck or something. But Rahul Tripathi, we know, can smash the ball, and for me, he's one of my favorite uncapped players in the IPL. Probably, if not the best, one of the best uncapped players in the history of the IPL. So Tripathi, again, good choice. Natarajan can also be one of your picks among your captaincy choices. So in my fantasy 11, I have gone in with David Warner is there, Abhishek Sharma, Mitchell Marsh, Rahul Tripathi, there's Aiden Markram, Rishabh Pant is there, Akshar Patel is there, Mustafizur Rahman, Kuldeep Yadav, T. Natarajan and Umran Malik. And I think because David Warner is going to be playing against his former side, it's going to be a very good contest, and I'm hoping maybe he'll have that fire to perform against them. Anyway, on that note, I must remind you guys that you have to download the Gamezy app, because the team that I make are on the Gamezy app according to the credits on the Gamezy app. So download the app through the description below. You can win up to 5 crore rupees in daily prizes. So what are you waiting for? Download the app right now. Thank you for watching.